Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
There's a new Home Depot now open on Maurice Avenue in Maspeth. And as home improvement projects go, this is a big one. Use the product locator on our app for an in-store map to find what you need fast. And check out our new pickup lockers. They make online shopping a breeze. Of course, one thing's not new, our everyday low prices. The Home Depot, now open near Maurice Avenue and Long Island Expressway in Maspeth. And always open at HomeDepot.com. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. There's a new Home Depot now open on Maurice Avenue in Maspeth. And as home improvement projects go, this is a big one. Use the product locator on our app for an in-store map to find what you need fast. And check out our new pickup lockers. They make online shopping a breeze. Of course, one thing's not new, our everyday low prices. The Home Depot, now open near Maurice Avenue and Long Island Expressway in Maspeth. And always open at HomeDepot.com. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Welcome to Sporgy, the show that gives you half-ass sports fans giving their half-ass opinions. And now, here are your hosts.
Oh, we're back. It's number 157. I'm Chris.
I'm the Iceman. Sorry, I was waiting for Rich.
Oh, yeah. No, Rich. You know, life stepping in. Rich sitting out this week, but he'll be back. So, it's been a couple weeks. You missed last week because, again, real life. But a lot has happened last 2. For football being over, we got a lot of football talk this week. And locally, really, the big story is Michigan State has a new football coach, Mel Tucker from Colorado.
He's just going to come in and be like, all right.
Definitely their second choice because I mean, he was 5-7 last year, and apparently Luke Fickell was locked up, and then apparently Monday said, never mind.
Yeah, he's going to come in and just be like, heard about the coach being fired, right? No worries. There's another one being hired as we speak.
But, as a Michigan State fan, this is clearly their number 2 choice. And I don't know how juiced I am about bringing in a guy who didn't even have a winning record last year.
Their number 2 choice, Chris, they were at a loss. This is like the King Ralph of choices. This is like they dug and they were like, he's free.
Well, because I just wonder with Luke Fickell and then, with this guy, you're right. This guy being like, we think it's their second choice, was probably like their 45th. I'm wondering if just the Larry Nassar stink maybe had anything to do with any of these coaches going, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I'll guarantee you. No, not just the Larry Nassar stink. The problems that are plaguing NCAA teams, period. And then on top of that, Larry Nassar, and on top of that, everything that's happened with the players, that hasn't been talked about by the media. Everybody was like, I got my own pot to stew. I'm good.
Yeah, it's definitely not been, for the Michigan State football program, not been the greatest last 3 years. Didn't they have some things with some assault a couple seasons? Like it's, mix all that up with, the Larry Nassar stuff. And apparently no good coach wants to touch Michigan State with a 10-foot pole right now, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's like a Rich Rod thing.
Yeah, like, who wants it? Okay, cool. It's your turn. But D'Antonio, though, I mean, he goes out with a 2/3 winning percentage. Michigan State's best coach ever
in football. Best coach in football.
Yeah, correct. Do you think this was his decision, or do you think this was Michigan State's decision?
Yes.
Oh, both?
Yes. I think D'Antonio was like, I might have one more, maybe 2 seasons, and Michigan State was like, yeah, I don't think you do.
Okay, that kind of goes along with. I was joking with one of the guys I work with, talking about. He said, "Oh yeah, he wants to spend more time with his family." I said, "No, Michigan State wants him to spend more time with his family." So yeah, I think we're on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't see him just up and out of left field going, nah, I'm done. Well, I think with what he's done there and, his legacy that he's leaving there, he would have, if he would have saw all of that on the wall, he would have been like, guys, this is my last season. It's been great. I think I'm done completely with coaching, not just Michigan State. I think he would have done something.
Although it was right in front of our face, because we talk about it all the time. I mean, when he said that I'm not going anywhere, I mean, hindsight's 20/20, but you think about it. He left us a breadcrumb trail. He left us the breadcrumb trail all the coaches generally leave.
Yeah, but he has more class than that. I think he thought he would do it for one more season, and that's where I think Michigan State stepped in and was like, nah, we got to give somebody else a try. It's now or never.
Yeah, well, and too, D'Antoni, he's what, in his 70s or late 60s? It's about
He's
that.
up there.
It's about that time.
Tell Belichick that.
Bill ain't going to. I'm telling. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I was stunned that this is how he wants to go out. Not winning or losing overall, but this season he just. I thought he'd at least want to beat Michigan. One last time, beat the Wolverines, and then take his due.
For all we know, though, there could be some kind of crazy shit going on behind the scenes. For all we know, there could be some kind of crazy bomb coming out of Michigan State. We have we could sit here play a speculation game all day, I guess, with this. That's what you do when you talk sports. But
yeah, at the end of the day, look, I am a Michigan fan. However, give him his due. Yes, D'Antonio, great coach, class act. It's going to be hard for one to follow.
Yeah, but you could argue, too, that the writing was on the wall. 2 out of the last 3 seasons were not winning seasons.
They were horrendous, Hoss. There's a difference.
Yeah, so, I mean, this could have just been a perfect storm where they were like, hey, you should retire. And he went, hey, you're right. Maybe the season didn't end how he thought it would.
But he has nothing left to prove either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd say could maybe win a Big Ten championship, but he did do that.
Right.
But yeah, no, never got to the CFP. Well, they didn't got crushed, but never got to the big game, I guess.
Right, but for Michigan fans, that is the big game. Just ask Bo Schembechler fans.
Rich is not here to defend him. No, but you're right.
No,
you would agree with that.
The dance. People in Michigan never cared about quote unquote national champions.
Why?
We were our conference,
raise your standards, Michigan fans.
Michigan fans, period. Michigan State, all of them. Those fans never cared about national champion. We cared about us. We're the best of us. We didn't care about the rest of the country. We still don't give a shit about the rest of the country. Lion fans, Pistons fans, Tigers fans, they're all the same. If we were in our division, if we're top in ours, that's all we give a shit about.
Well, you could argue that's maybe why some of the luster has come off of the Michigan program, is because that's all they care about is beating Michigan State and beating Ohio State. Shoot higher. If you want to ever win a national championship game, you're going to have to play the caliber of team you played in your bowl game this year, and you are far away from that.
Right. Yeah. I'm serious though. Any fan of Michigan teams, any Michigan team, like the Lions, when everybody wants to hate the Patriots and fuck the Patriots and all this, we are still going fuck the Bears and fuck the Packers. I hate those fucking people. The Vikings aren't even a threat, so fuck them too. But
set your goddamn sights higher, people.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because we just focus on who's with us. If we could be who's with us, we win.
Yeah. So, it's been working for the Lions. How many Super Bowls are they on? Oh, wait. Yeah, it's. It'll be interesting season of football in East Lansing.
Yeah, who was the other coach that did the stopgap at Michigan? It was Rich Rod and who else?
Hokamania. Brady Hoke.
Yeah, Brady Hoke. That's what this is with Michigan State now. Just stopgap.
Yeah, this is the guy before the next guy?
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Is this the guy till Les Miles' contract runs out in Kansas?
We're not letting go, and I say we because I'm in Kansas. We're not letting go of Les Miles.
Really? You think if Michigan State went, hey, you want to come coach here, instead of trying to make a basketball school relevant at football, he wouldn't go, yes, please?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I absolutely think Les Miles would go to Michigan State.
But you got him in your home state, so yeah, I understand. You got your claws dug in. You ain't getting away without a fight.
Oh, you guys would have to pay him.
Well, because it's less fucking miles, man.
That's it.
Come on, Michigan State. Let's bring Saban back for another run. Oh God, he ran away from here screaming.
That's because they don't have the boosters to afford him.
Exactly, yeah, they don't have the cash flowing through the program to buy the players he needs.
Exactly. They could pay him all the money they want, but they can't bring in the players, so gotta go.
I mean, you could argue he left the NFL, but he's still coaching a pro team, if you get my drift.
Yeah, no shit. Wait for this draft to come up. Holy hell.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, we saw it in Michigan. We played, their C team? And they just fucking had their way with us.
Yeah, they were like, wait a minute. It's my turn? Okay, hold my beer.
Yeah, most of their starters are like, this game don't mean shit to me. NFL draft's coming up. I ain't getting hurt. And they still embarrass Michigan. So
yeah.
Good time. Well, we're talking about Michigan State, and now we're bashing on Michigan. We should move on. So last night, what happened in the NHL? I saw notifications on this. I saw it was some kind of like a cardiac event, but you seem to be following what was going on. What happened last night?
Sparingly, I was following it. Apparently, what happened is he had some type of cardiac arrest event.
Well, what game was this, by the way?
I can't remember the game. I was just following the. Oh shit!
Blues versus Ducks.
Yeah, the Blues versus the Ducks, and
Blues defenseman Jay Bouwmeester.
Where's Rich when you need him?
Right. So what? Did he pass out on the ice, or what the fuck happened?
No, he went to the bench and collapsed.
And they stopped the game?
It was, yeah.
Okay. I mean, don't get. This is great for a talk show, by the way, all this stammering. Because I'm trying to be careful about what I say here, but, I mean.
When do we ever be careful?
In the NFL, you'll have people get paralyzed, and the game stops for a minute, but the game finishes. I mean, if the guy passed out on the bench, why'd they stop the game? I mean, fuck, what is
I don't know.
Did someone get his, it wasn't Bertuzzi, but did someone's throat get cut on the ice and they still finished the fucking game? Like 20 years ago?
They nicked it.
Yeah.
But Todd Bertuzzi, with the one you're talking about, cross-checked a guy and broke his neck.
Yeah. Did they finish that game too?
Yes, they finished that game too.
So what? I don't get, why did they cancel the game for a guy passing out on the bench? Are we just soft now?
Has anybody seen Rich? Anybody at all? Because I don't know. But that's why I was trying to sparingly follow it. I'm like, the fuck? And if Rich was here, he'd remember this. Chris Pronger took a puck to the chest, a slap shot from the blue line, and got up, took 3 steps, and then bam, he was on the ice, and he was dead. His heart stopped. But he got revived. They finished that game.
Yeah. Are we that soft now to trauma, or what's going on?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, were this guy's teammates that... he's alive, right?
He's alive. He's promising and doing well.
So why cancel the game?
I don't know. They postponed it. I don't know why.
S-O-F-T.
Soft?
Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Isn't it the WW? Is it S-A-W-F-T?
Yeah.
But it's a scary moment. I'm glad the guy's okay, but that's just the one thing that perplexed me from that story is like they've had guys get their throats cut, guys get fucking paralyzed, guys have their hearts stop, and they finish the game. Guy passes out on the bench, and this is we're done. I don't know. I mean, all this does is backs up Rich's argument of like the old NHL is dead, and it's never coming back.
No, it's going down in flames at this point. I can't see any game that I've ever watched where they were just, dude, there was a huge brawl that's going to be talked about till the end of hockey, and then it'll still be talked about between the Avalanche and the Red Wings in '97.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, there was blood everywhere.
That was McCarty Lemieux, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Patrick Waugh and Osgood.
That's right. That's right. I remember. That's when the goalies came out of their nets. That was awesome.
Right. And Brandon Shanahan flying through the air, clotheslining Patrick Waugh. It was awesome. And they finished that game. Claude Lemieux doesn't remember that game, but...
So, yeah.
That was just a fucked up situation. I'm like, the fuck you stop the game and postpone it for?
Yeah. He's live. And it wasn't on the ice.
Yeah, it wasn't like he passed out in center ice. He was on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they stopped it for a few minutes just to cart him off, tap your stick, continue. No.
Yeah. So, I guess moving on from that. Hey, there was football last weekend. Not of the NFL variety, but of the XFL variety. Did you watch?
I did not.
Neither did I.
I wasn't even aware it started. That's how much I listened to the XFL.
Oh, I knew it started. Just it was, maybe I'm a little hurt from the, a little gun shy from the AAF. Maybe I'm a little gun shy from the first time the XFL was on.
I don't see. It's like Ring of Honor wrestling. Why would I watch Ring of Honor wrestling? I don't even watch WWE anymore.
I guess they have some rule changes that you're hearing the same chatter as last year. That we should adopt some of these rule changes in the NFL. I guess the question I have, I'm wondering, did they rein it in? Which I guess you would know. You didn't watch. Have they reined in a lot of the sports entertainment part of it this time around? Is it more football based? Is he trying to be less WWE and more NFL?
I would think so. I didn't even watch a minute of it, but I would think so. I think he was hoping that people like Stone Cold and The Rock and Hogan and them would bring in, people and make it legit. If you're going to make your league legit, you don't need pro wrestlers that have absolutely nothing to do with it.
Yeah, you need pro football players.
I mean, that would have been like the WNBA bringing in the Harlem Globetrotters. No. They are legit by themselves. It's a league. It's women. It's basketball. Done. They don't need to be legitimized by anything else. That's, XFL needed to follow that, and they didn't the first season, which is why I didn't watch this season yet. So
the word of mouth on it has been like it's a little bit better caliber of football than the AAF, but it's still not NFL.
Right.
I guess my favorite part of it, though, is, and this is cool, is it's on Saturday and Sunday, which, come on, NFL. Why are we not doing this?
We are.
I know Sunday is... Well, yeah, they do it, for 2 weeks in December?
Yeah.
But I know Sunday is sacred and all this. But it's... We could have a whole weekend full of... Well, you got college that happens on Saturday, too. I don't know.
Yeah. And as argumentative as you and I are between, the stats of the viewership, NFL, you're not going to win against the NCAA. You're just not.
No, yeah, just by the sheer number of teams.
Yeah,
There's
parents
far more college fan bases. There's only 32 NFL fan bases.
Right. The parents will go see their kids play and watch on the scoreboard of their favorite team. They're not going to the game and missing their son's game.
Well, too, but there's also things like, the state north of you, Nebraska, college football's a way of fucking life. State Alabama, college football's a way of life. State like Oklahoma, state south of you, college football's a way of life.
Yeah, don't go to Texas and talk about football. And I'm not talking about Dallas and Houston, and I'm anywhere in Texas and talk about football. They'll tell you that is where it was born. That is where they dominate, and ain't nobody better than Texas. Period.
Friday Night Lights. That movie's got a whole subculture around it.
But it's true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they can't do Saturdays during college season.
Yeah, and the AAF tried last year to put pro teams in markets where there was an NFL void, and that did not work out well.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you know why there isn't a pro football team in Birmingham? Because they have fucking Alabama. They already have a pro football team down there.
Pretty much. I'm telling you, somebody needs to put one of those motherfuckers in Wichita. It would sell.
What,
You can
XFL?
put any team here. Any of them.
You got the Chiefs, Holmes.
Dude, that's fucking... They're in Missouri.
Come on.
Just because there's a
You and I
Kansas
both
City...
know there's KCK.
Okay,
Two sides
we'll
of the
get to
river.
that later, because I got something to say about that, but later. No, seriously. If the XFL came here, that shit would sell out. The semi-pro league of hockey just started up here. And everybody's like, oh, are you going to the Trust Bank and watching the such and such, Wichita such and such? I'm like, really? No. And, dude, there's shirts and hats and everything else.
I think you might be too ensconced in college country, though. I mean, you got Nebraska to the north of you, Oklahoma to the south of you. I think the Chiefs kind of fill the void in the middle, just perception-wise.
Only because there's nobody here.
Well, it's Kansas. It's fucking after Wichita, there's nothing.
I know. But if there was somebody here, if the XFL brought a team here, it would be the biggest thing ever. They would have the best fans ever. If the WNBA, brought a team here, they would have the biggest fans ever.
They had a team in Detroit that won like 3 championships that folded because no one wanted to go see them.
Right. That was kind of like, meh.
The
Detroit
WNBA is a
Rock.
bad example.
No, it's not. I'm telling you, we need a team that bad here in Wichita.
I wouldn't give an example of a league that's losing money and needs another league to support it. Just saying.
They went to the big markets, to places where they have quote-unquote men championship teams.
Hey, we're all equal now, right?
Okay, but we're not.
Hey, don't tell that to them.
I'm telling you, if the XFL wants to, sell, come to a place like Wichita who's itching to cheer for their own team.
Well, you guys got Wichita State.
Well, that's just it, dude. The buzz, the Wichita, logo, Wichita State is everywhere here. Even though we're in Kansas, even though we quote unquote have the Chiefs and have KU and Kansas State, right here in Wichita, it is everywhere. The Shockers is it.
Which, by the way, we don't know what a shocker is. We've not maybe perhaps readdressed the mascot name. Because you say shocker to me, all I think of is Two in the Pink, One in the Stink.
The Wichita Shockers are it's the mascot of Wichita State. So, I mean, yeah, XFL, if you ever even catch a glimpse of this, listen, bring them here. Anybody, any pro team that comes to Wichita will succeed.
I'll take another football team in Detroit, one that perhaps wins.
Well, you can want for that all you'd like. No, Lions have that on lock, and, well, sorry.
All right. So,
but seriously, something about chanting for Wichita just gets people jacked here.
Well, I think it's like you said. It's because you don't have anything. So cheering for anything would get you guys pumped.
But no, I don't think something like that. If he, meaning Vince McMahon, wants it to be legitimized, then he needs to have it stand on its own merit and not bring in super wrestlers and shit.
Neither of us have watched it, so maybe he has. I might take a gander at it this weekend just because.
Hey, I like
racing.
I like the idea that I posted in the chat. The winner of the XFL has to play the worst record having of the NFL.
Yeah. Lions would be out first season. The XFL Detroit Lions. And then when the league folds, take them with you. We're starting over.
Sporgy. ChristopherMedia.net.
There's a new Home Depot now open on Maurice Avenue in Masspeth. And as home improvement projects go, this is a big one. Use the product locator on our app for an in-store map to find what you need fast. And check out our new pickup lockers. They make online shopping a breeze. Of course, one thing's not new, our everyday low prices. The Home Depot, now open near Maurice Avenue and Long Island Expressway in Maspeth, and always open at HomeDepot.com. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. There's a new Home Depot now open on Maurice Avenue in Maspeth, and as home improvement projects go, this is a big one. Use the product locator on our app for an in-store map to find what you need fast. And check out our new pickup lockers. They make online shopping a breeze. Of course, one thing's not new, our everyday low prices. The Home Depot, now open near Maurice Avenue and Long Island Expressway in Maspeth, and always open at HomeDepot.com. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. There's a new Home Depot now open on Maurice Avenue in Maspeth, and as home improvement projects go, this is a big one. Use the product locator on our app for an in-store map to find what you need fast. And check out our new pickup lockers. They make online shopping a breeze. Of course, one thing's not new, our everyday low prices. The Home Depot, now open near Maurice Avenue and Long Island Expressway in Maspeth, and always open at HomeDepot.com. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. There's a new Home Depot now open on Maurice Avenue in Maspeth, and as home improvement projects go, this is a big one. Use the product locator on our app for an in-store map to find what you need fast. And check out our new pickup lockers. They make online shopping a breeze. Of course, one thing's not new, our everyday low prices. The Home Depot, now open near Maurice Avenue and Long Island Expressway in Maspeth, and always open at HomeDepot.com. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
ChristopherMedia.net.
Sporgy.
Well, this year the Lions weren't the worst.
Only third worst.
Yeah, there was Miami and Washington. We're all right.
Yeah, we'll be cool. We'll get Tua.
You think we're actually going to take Tua?
No, we're probably going to take like a punter, like you said. I mean, it should be they have to start. Matt Stafford pretty much gave us a sign this year that he ain't gonna be here forever. He's already 30. As far as quarterbacks go that aren't named Tom Brady, that means the sun is starting to set.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how the XFL goes. But as you mentioned, Tom Brady and not being there.
Tom Brady's not going anywhere. I'm telling you this.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Tom Brady is going to stay in New England. He's going to retire in New England.
He could.
He's going
but he
out
might
like
not.
Kobe. Drafted
in a helicopter?
I set you up for that. I still set you up for that. No, he's going to be the guy. He's going to be the guy who retires from the team he was drafted on.
He could go out like Montana.
Montana got traded. Pats ain't trading him.
Yeah, but if they don't pay him, might as well have traded him.
I just the fact that he's still playing at 42 and is talking about playing till he's 45 to me says the guy is a competitor. I don't think he's not leaving New England.
Well, I'm just saying we got the Patriot way in Detroit.
That's not the Patriot way.
It's there, so
it's the poser Patriot way. So, but you posted that thing about Brady going to the Cowboys. No. Why would you get rid of a quarterback who's not even in his prime yet? He's still in his early to mid 20s for a guy who's in his early 40s and is more than likely within his last few years. Why would you do that?
Well, because I tried to tell you this last season. He's not good. You could sit there and look at his stats all day long. His win-loss records suck.
Yeah, because he's got to play with those Cowboys offensive lines.
Well,
he had to play with that awful defense this year. Dude, he was one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league this year.
Dallas doesn't think so.
Dallas is going to pay him. Come on. Look what they did last year. They made Zeke wait to the very last second, and then they backed up the Brinks truck.
But Zeke was worth it, though.
Dak is worth it, too.
I don't think so. His record should be better. You got somebody like Amari Cooper to throw to, Jason Witten, Zeke.
Okay, Amari Cooper just got there. He doesn't have anybody else but Amari Cooper. And Jason Witten's 50 years old. Come on.
He can still play.
You know, we did this all season. The liability on the Cowboys last year was that defense. They got to get that. You know, Dak can be you could be the best quarterback. You could be one of the, Dak proved it. You could be one of the best. You could be a top 5 quarterback in the league, but if your defense isn't supporting you, I mean, this is tangentially related. It reminds me of Verlander the year he got the Cy Young. You know, the times he'd go on the mound and he'd pitch lights out, and then the offense would give him 2 runs. You know, it's at some point, if you're Dak, you got to be looking at that defense, going, "Come on, guys, stop giving up 4 fucking touchdowns in the first half."
That would help.
Yeah. When does free agency start? Has it started? No.
No.
If it started yet, we'd be talking about all these signings. But in a couple weeks?
I believe so. Coming to the end of February, it has to.
Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, the combine's in, a couple months? A month and a half?
Yep.
Well, we're talking about the NFL. I mean, we're ignoring the elephant in the room. There was a game. Granted, it was...
Oh, no. I was waiting for this.
It was a week and a half ago, but there was a game. It's San Francisco. You have to play all 4 quarters. Or I think youth and inexperience got the best of San Francisco in that game. I think they got a little bit ahead of themselves. They stopped focusing. I mean, and Mahomes showed the 49ers. It's like Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance. Just give them the ball. Because you got to admit, the Niners had that game.
I called it over. As much as I wanted them to win, as much as I told you that Kansas City could do it, I called it over with 12 minutes to go when Mahomes threw that interception. I said, well, there goes that idea. You're down by 10, 12 minutes to go in the game. That's it.
Yeah, but I think the youth on that defense showed their inexperience. So Joey Bosa, or not Joey, wrong team. Nick Bosa is the man. You know, it is. Let's be honest, this is his first season. You know, I'm willing to bet there a little bit of nerves with him and a lot of those rookies.
That was a coaching mistake. 2 things. One, you got there by running the football, okay? Not by Jimmy G trying to make something happen, okay? You got 12 minutes to go, and you can't get a first down to save your life. I mean, with Patrick Mahomes or not, keep giving it to the other team, you're going to lose.
But, yeah, you're right. But, 2, we've also come to the same consensus. You beat Patrick Mahomes the same way you beat Tom Brady. You keep him on the bench. You cannot bring him into a game like that too. The guy has already shown us the last 2 seasons. The guy can play at a high level when it counts. And they gave him the ball with time to spare. That was your bad, San Francisco. That was your bad.
Yeah, there was no higher level at no higher time than then. And I think it was youth in the coaches department. Because that is a very young coach they got.
That too. All youth all the way around, quite honestly. You know, minus Richard Sherman, minus Emmanuel Sanders. But, I mean, Jimmy G, it's only his 2nd season as a starter. Really his first. If do you count the 2 games he played last year? Deebo Samuels, rookie. You know, Mostert, I mean, he's a journeyman. And then there's so much young talent on that defense. I mean, I just think inexperience, and then not the young head coach, but it's his first year as a head coach there, right? So I mean,
I think it's the second,
but it's first year with the full bullet.
Yeah,
so.
No, he's. I watched it happen, didn't realize it until it happened, and I'm looking back on it now. They couldn't get a first down to save their life, dude. They kept having Jimmy throw the ball, incomplete passes interference.
No, I'm with you at this point. Clock. Why aren't we just chewing up clock? You're up 10 points with half of the 4th quarter in the bag. Just run the fucking ball. Just chew up time.
If nothing else, take a knee and make them use their timeout. Something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Just eat clock. You're up 10 points with half of the 4th quarter gone.
But he kept throwing it, and passes were incomplete, stopping the clock, saved the timeouts, and they lost. He got out-coached, flat out.
Yeah, and if I'm him too, I'm sitting down with my OC and going, well, let's review. Let's talk about your job. Because but how do you not, in the biggest game of the season, literally, You're up 10 points. Half of the fourth quarter is gone. Why are you just not grounding and pounding? You know, all of a sudden you look up, there's 4 minutes left. That should have been what happened. Instead, what? Mahomes scores 3 times in 8 minutes?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But the pass that he made to the cheetah, holy shit.
To me, that's what we talked about last season. Oh, this kid's going to be special. To me, this game solidified it.
Oh, he rose. His stock rose.
Yeah. And think about it too. He's at the end of his rookie deal and he's already got a Super Bowl. He is going to get paid.
Right. Now, everybody's talking about he's the next GOAT. He's the next Tom Brady. I don't feel that. What I think he's going to be is the next Russell Wilson. Because Russell Wilson did the same thing Patrick Mahomes did. His second year, went to the Super Bowl and won it. Now, here's the trick. Patrick Mahomes has to repeat.
Yeah, and
because Russell Wilson went twice, back to back. He didn't win, but he went twice.
Mm-hmm. And also, Kansas City, have fun with this. You have to keep that team together. You have to keep a team of people who all just won a Super Bowl together, who can all now go to many places and get paid.
If the Royals are any indication of what the Chiefs are going to do, that ain't going to happen.
Yeah. Well, it didn't happen with Seattle. They were able to maybe keep that team together for one more year after they won that. But after that, everyone spread out. Like Golden Tate's like, I'm going to go get paid in Detroit.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, everybody split.
The Legion of Boom broke up.
Right, but when it was together, they went right back to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if you heard this, and this had to piss off Richard Sherman. The receiving corps for Kansas City called themselves the Legion of Zoom.
Yeah.
Because they were so fast. I was sitting here at the beginning of the Super Bowl going, please stop saying that. You're going to piss off Richard Sherman.
Mm-hmm. And Legion of Zoom, I mean, don't you really just mean cheetah?
No, Hartman. Hartman is fast as fuck, dude. He's a Pro Bowl returner, Hoss.
Yeah, returner.
And I know you like to keep going on that, and I know that you don't like Sammy Watkins, and he's old and everything. 2 things about Sammy Watkins. 1, made crucial plays at crucial times in the Super Bowl. 2, has a Super Bowl ring. We can get off of him now.
And he can finally retire. he has not, trust me, as someone who's, somehow I always end up owning him in fantasy football, the guy can't stay fucking healthy. Every season, for like the last 4 seasons, it's shortened by injury. You got your ring, bye. Call it a career, dude.
But yeah, Watkins, part of the Legion of Zoom, But I'm telling you, Hardman is every bit as fast as Cheetah. Real talk. That guy is quick.
Well, they got to work him into the game plan because he had 2 whole touchdowns, I think, throughout the season.
Right, but it isn't so much about how many touchdowns you score. Can you make the play when it counts? Yes, he can. They all do. They pitch in where they fit in, you know.
Yeah,
on 3rd down and 4 to go, can you dump it to him and get that 4 yards? Yes, you can.
Yeah, but you also have to realize, though, when you're a returner, you're like what, maybe the 3rd or 4th receiver, you know, because they're not trying to hurt you because you're their returner.
But with Kansas City, it's just like the Patriots. When they get to the red zone and they get down, 1st and goal, they throw it to the Gronk wannabe, Kelsey.
Well, Gronk, Kelsey. I'd give him a couple more seasons. I think he is going to he's going to pass Gronk.
Well, whether he does or not, he's wearing the same jersey number and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he plays the exact same role that Kelsey played in Patriots.
Gronk,
hard nose, big hitting, big catching.
Because he's big and fast. He's like Tony Gonzalez, big and fast.
Exactly. So when you talk about touchdowns, that's where you're looking. Because that's the only person they go to. That's their game plan. Funny enough, you can't stop it.
Well, that's the thing is, Kelsey. Can we not agree that Kelsey in the red zone is just money?
Yeah, pretty much.
Good luck lining up against him.
Well, they took the lead in the Super Bowl with him, so yeah, I'm going to say he's money.
Yeah. For what I heard too, he's still partying. He's going out like Ovechkin. It's crazy.
Yeah. Everybody was like, I wonder if they're still partying. And I'm like, ain't nobody going to party like the NHL champions.
Yeah.
They're still going. Anybody seen Alex? Yeah, he's over there drinking.
Hey, I want to bring this up. How pissed is Kareem Hunt?
Oh, no. I didn't even think about that.
Is he on suicide watch or what?
Oh, the team that was made for the Super Bowl had to sit and watch his old team go. with a very elderly statesman, so elderly he didn't even play in the Super Bowl.
Sorry about that. Yeah, hopefully this Shady, another one. Get your ring, go bye-bye.
Yeah, but how funny is it that Shady won with Andy Reid?
Right?
Their first ring.
No, he wasn't on. No, he was still probably in high school when Andy was in his first Super Bowl.
Probably, yeah.
Shit. Fuck, he might have even been in middle school. We're old, dude. Who the fuck are we talking about? I was about to look him up.
Shady McCoy.
Yeah, yes. Just looking up his age. Let's see. He was born in... Oh, shit. Yeah, he was born in 88.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, he was in middle school. What did Reed go in 05?
I'm looking that up. Oh, my God. Why is it hard to find this? Oh, he's a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He was an assistant Super Bowl 31.
That doesn't count.
Hey, it counts on his hand. 2004. So let's see here. 1980. Yeah, Shady was 15 when Andy Reid was in his first Super Bowl. So,
dude, even the Philadelphia Eagles tweeted congratulations to him. Everybody was so happy that day for Andy Reid.
I will say, yeah, it is nice to see that he will not end up being the Dan Marino of coaches.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
You know, it sucks. He had to wait 15 years to get it. You think he's staying?
He is staying. He's going to stay and finish his career, I believe, with Kansas City.
At this point, I wouldn't blame him. Go out on top. He's got to be close to retirement age.
You would think, yeah. I mean, and it's like Patrick Mahomes said, he didn't need it to solidify his career, but it leaves no doubt.
Hey, he's 61. I wouldn't blame him for going, hey, you know what? We're going out on top. See ya. Social Security checks start rolling in next year. Get that sweet NFL pension. Call it a career. You're welcome, Kansas City.
I wouldn't blame him either. I don't think he's going to, but I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame him for trying to make a run with. If you look like you got the future GOAT, I wouldn't blame him for trying to make another run.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's Russell Wilson. It's not a GOAT.
I don't know, man. I mean, Wilson's a good quarter. To me, when I watch Mahomes play, that he's just on some other shit, man.
Mahomes is on another level, no doubt. No doubt. But I don't... We go back to that argument of what made the GOAT the GOAT. What made Jordan the GOAT? Was it just Jordan? No. It was Jordan and Phil Jackson. He wasn't great until Phil got there. What made Tom Brady the GOAT? Okay, it was Belichick. Belichick was okay until Tom Brady took over. You need that right chemistry. You have to have the right coach and the right player at the right time. You have to have it. If you don't have it, you got a decent team. You got a good team, but you don't have a GOAT.
Devil's advocate. You're telling me Mahomes, if he went into the New England system, wouldn't just fucking dominate?
No, he wouldn't.
Why
because
not?
there is a system in place that you have to follow strictly. And Mahomes is a Brett Favre. He's a gunslinger. He does his own thing.
True. It's a different style.
Finds his own way to throw different passes to different people. Underhand, sidearm, not even looking at you. Here you go. No, he would not.
Fair enough. You're right. Different styles of football. How about Mahomes in Dallas?
Definitely not.
Why not? I mean, that's always been a gunslinging team. You have to be a gunslinger to be on Dallas.
You're right. You do.
It's a prerequisite for Uncle Jerry.
There's no backing behind that. That's Dallas's whole problem. They don't have anybody to support anybody. They got a bunch of all-stars who think they're the shit. And okay, how was your playoff run?
One and done.
No, I think it has to be to get a GOAT, to get a dynasty, quote unquote, it has to be the perfect coach with the perfect player at the perfect time. Anytime you look at quote unquote dynasty, that's what you have. That's just like recently with the Golden State Warriors. You had the Splash Brothers and Kerr. Period. End of file. That's it. With Phil Jackson, it happened twice. Him and MJ, him and Kobe. You've got to have the right coach with the right player at the right time. In baseball, the Yankees, their captain with their coach. Right player, right coach, right time. Period. Otherwise, you can listen. Otherwise, you can look like Cleveland Browns. and have an all-star team as your roster, and the next thing you know, you don't even make the playoffs.
Well, I'd say I was about to agree with you. There is something to that, and I was about to actually use Cleveland as that example. Look at Cleveland. On paper, should have went to the Super Bowl. But we've talked about this. I think Freddie Kitchens was the problem with that team. Look at all of the weapons you have. How the fuck did you not go to the playoffs?
At least. Bare minimum playoff.
Yeah. You have 2 national championship winning receivers. You have a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. You have arguably, if you use them right, one of the best tandem backfields in the NFL. How the fuck did you not go to the playoffs? Answer?
And your
Freddie
defense
Kitchens.
isn't a slouch. And your defense is no slouch.
Cleveland wanted to ride that Freddie Kitchens wave from the end of last season. Also probably, too, because they probably figured we can get this guy a lot cheaper than we can get it anybody else because he's already here and he wants the job. No, yeah, you're right. You need to have the right coach with the right players, and I think Cleveland is a perfect example of that. They have the right players. They don't have the right coach. No. That being said, have they hired a coach yet?
Oh.
Cleveland.
I have no idea. I gave up on Cleveland because, like I said last season, and I will continue to say it, an Eagles fan told me that. You could put anybody in Cleveland, and they're still going to be Cleveland.
That sounds like a Lions fan way of thinking. All right.
Oh, yeah, they did. They did hire Kevin Stefanski.
Why does that name sound familiar? What did he coach before? College coach?
No, hang on. Oh, what? Oh, the Vikings.
Oh, wait. Was this the guy that was the OC that got shit canned from Minnesota this year?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, fuck, they're done. I'm not even, yeah. Great. Have fun, Cleveland. So they hired the guy that as soon as Minnesota got rid of, they started winning?
That's the one.
Cool. Glad I don't live in Cleveland.
And one more time, this is also a guy who had a lot of weapons and couldn't use them right.
Yeah, and as soon as he left, all of a sudden it was Minnesota's division pretty much.
Well, I'm telling you, right? I'm not going to go with Kirk Cousins. That's on you. You like him. I don't. But, I mean, Stephon Diggs, Cook.
Minnesota's, the first month of their season was awful. And as soon as they fired their OC, they lost maybe 1 or 2 more games?
That's it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Way to go, Cleveland. You hired the guy that was the OC for the first month for Minnesota this season. Cool. Hope it works out for you. Actually, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are hoping it works out for you. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I was talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers the other night. It still boggles my head that for the last, 60 years, they've only had 3 head coaches.
That's how they do it.
Right, but it's not like they just stick with them through thick and thin. These guys win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, in championships, Super Bowls.
My guess is because the ownership's probably hands off. They probably trust them and let them do their thing.
And here's the thing. Fuck the Patriot way. Give me Pittsburgh's way.
Well, it's one more.
Because each coach has at least one Super Bowl.
Yeah, but the thing is Belichick has all the Super Bowls.
Yeah, but Belichick has in recent history.
And, well, that's the other thing too. He has all the Super Bowls, and he has them all within the last 20 years. Pittsburgh's are spread out over the last 50?
Right. When football was still football, before the 2-hand touch rule came into play.
So what you're saying in 2006, football wasn't football?
I'm saying...
Keep in mind, they have a recent one, sir. I'm not saying that the last time they won was 50 years ago. I'm saying their 6 are within a 50-year span, whereas New England's are all within the same coach and within this millennium, within the last 20 years, since 2002. So it actually hasn't even been 20 years yet.
What I'm saying is it doesn't matter how much the fucking football rules and everything, the game as a whole evolves. Pittsburgh and their coach still win a Super Bowl. At least one.
Which, by the way, did you see Antonio Brown apologize today to Ben Roethlisberger?
He's so sorry, Ben. Ben, he's so sorry. He didn't know how good he had it.
Dude, that guy's got to get help. I kind of agree with the NFL, how they were like, we're not worried about this guy playing. We're worried about him getting the help he needs. They came out, and I think they said that a couple of weeks ago.
They did. And here's the thing. I don't think there is any help for him. He has serious couch issues, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he needs to talk to a professional. It seems like...
Yeah, he's got issues that needs to be dealt with while lying down on a couch.
Well, I think I brought this up before. He had one of his mentors from Central Michigan died recently, and you can kind of like actually draw the line to that guy dying and AB starting to go insane. It seemed like that guy was kind of keeping him, keeping him together. So hopefully, man, the guy gets his shit together. Because the thing is, it's such a waste of talent. Because all this shit aside, the guy's one of the best receivers to ever play the game.
He's got a lot of talent. He's not one of the best yet, but he's got a whole lot of talent.
Yeah, he's one of the best of the last decade. He's got the numbers to back it up. But but he's just wasting it. He Instagrammed his bank balance of $24 million last summer. Hope he's making wise decisions with his money.
Surround yourself with the right people, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and two real quick before we wrap up, we were talking about the Browns. Myles Garrett told you he was going to play football again.
I had no doubt.
Well, I'm not saying you're one of the people, but there was a lot of people like, oh, this is it. He's probably never going to play. I'm like, no, calm down. He's playing again. He's done for the season, but he's playing again. But we talked about it. There was so many people that thought that was it for him. He's done. So no, because Michael Vick came back.
I mean, a lot of people came back, but that's beside the point. All he did was hit a quarterback with his own helmet.
Yeah.
That's been done before, guys.
Yeah, that was just a street fight is what that was. That was a street fight that got caught on national TV. So anything else, Ice, before we wrap it up? It's a little abbreviated, but, without Rich, it tends to happen.
It does. We need our third guy.
Yeah. So thanks to everybody who's listening. We are on... Spotify, which apparently on Spotify, you like us on Spotify. All the other platforms, Sporgy's usually running third in the Christopher Media lineup, but on Spotify, we're running second. So, hey, Spotify people, thanks. We're on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, the iHeartRadio podcasts, Spreaker.com, of course, ChristopherMedia.net if you'd just like to cut out the middleman. There's an Amazon banner there, too. There's a PayPal button if you'd like to throw us a couple bucks because you like the show. We do it for free for you. But other than that, thanks for listening, guys, and hopefully Rich will be back next week. See ya.
Peace out, y'all.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
There's a new Home Depot now open on Maurice Avenue in Maspeth. And as home improvement projects go, this is a big one. Use the product locator on our app for an in-store map to find what you need fast. And check out our new pickup lockers. They make online shopping a breeze. Of course, one thing's not new, our everyday low prices. The Home Depot, now open near Maurice Avenue and Long Island Expressway in Maspeth, and always open at HomeDepot.com. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. There's a new Home Depot now open on Maurice Avenue in Maspeth, and as home improvement projects go, this is a big one. Use the product locator on our app for an in-store map to find what you need fast. And check out our new pickup lockers. They make online shopping a breeze. Of course, one thing's not new, our everyday low prices. The Home Depot, now open near Maurice Avenue and Long Island Expressway in Maspeth, and always open at HomeDepot.com. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
ChristopherMedia.net.
If you like this show, please tell a friend. Please make sure to rate and comment on all your favorite Christopher Media shows. Please follow us on Twitter and like and share us on Facebook. You can subscribe to all ChristopherMedia.net shows for free on ChristopherMedia.net. Thank you for listening, and thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.